Hello, y'all. So, my storage space on my phone is finally free. So, I went over to Steak and Shake. This must be a ritual day because they've been gang stalking me fucking heavy today with the bright lights and, here's a one headlighter right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. They're on my ass today. I didn't even, but they are so on my ass today. So, I wish I had more supportive people, more supportive, targeted friends, like that will listen to me about everything rather than being selective about what they want. With what I'm allowed to talk about, and then tell me, oh, why can't you just be positive? Shut up! You're a narcissistic abuser. You try to tell somebody to be positive, So even the employees here are perps. So you got that purple van and bright lights. So I had a feeling something was gonna happen, but I had a feeling that something was gonna happen, but I got off the bus and went in Steak and Shake. The sign said, "We ask that you wear a mask," not mask required or anything like that. But it said, "We ask," meaning we would like for you to, but you really don't have to, So I walk up in there. They take a while to acknowledge me. And then this female, I couldn't tell whether she looked like a white lady that had something like Hispanic or Native American possibly mixed in her. And she had no mask on her damn self, like no mask on her face. And she had her mask folded up and put like on a book or something on a table, the counter that she was sitting at. So then after that, she asked me if I have a mask, and like the usual, I can't wear a mask. I can't breathe with a mask because I had nose surgery twice when I was younger, So then after that, and my storage space was mostly full, so I couldn't film everything, So this is freaking senseless, You have on no mask. And I wish I did get to film that, but my storage space was mostly full, and me trying to stretch my phone data in case of something real serious. And so then the lady said with an attitude like, I'm stupid, there's a sign out there on the door, and then she's like, oh yeah, well, next time you come here, you better make sure you have a mask because, that mess is getting worse. That mess is getting worse, and whatever. And I'm like, y'all believe that stupid lie, about this, y'all believe that stupid lie, So she's like, yeah, because that mess is getting worse. It's coming back. And this and that or whatever. And next time you come here, you better make sure you have on a mask. So, but she had no mask. And then the young black girl, Trinika or whatever her name is, tried to say, oh yeah, you have to have on a mask, So then, what else happened? I don't remember what else was said. But then the lady asked the girl if it's okay for me to eat, and she said, the girl didn't say nothing. And then the lady was like, just go ahead and eat. Like, she was like extra fucking rude, and she's a narcissistic abuser. Who's to say that was the next time for me to come anyway? And so the girl sat me down, and, I ordered my food, and everything was fucking nasty. Well, I'm able to taste the I still have my taste, my flavor, So the orange juice and the applesauce I had was okay, but the sausage had no salt, and it tastes like as if it was just boiled in water. The sausage and the eggs really had no flavor, and the pancakes, it was like the pancake syrup and butter and stuff. Tastes like it was tasteless, completely tasteless, and it seemed like as if they, fried on their own in Crisco oil the pancakes, like gross, nothing like IHOP or Denny's or anything like that, But I went to Steak and Shake once a while ago, and I said I'll never go back there, at least for dinner, because the burgers are so greasy that you'll have a heart attack off like one bite, so it was ridiculous. So I never went back there because of how, and then the place was like very dirty. I mean, y'all force a mask, but then and all these retarded ass twisted people here in Pensacola, they're mindless and stupid like the fake LA people, So almost every table I tried to sit at was dirty, So I'm like, how the hell y'all force a mask on people, and you're not wearing one? The hotel I just left from, did that to me, when I first got there. And they tried to force me, they did force me against my will to wear a mask and telling me that my nose surgeries were no excuse when they wearing no mask and force us to wear one, So it's like I couldn't fight back because of the damn hurricane threats. And so I was just forced against my will to just sit there and take it. But I'm glad the lady told me I didn't have to wear it over my nose. So that was at the hotel. But back to the story about this Steak and Shake. So I saw a group of people coming after me. The guy and the girl had on a mask, but then the older mom had no mask on. And then the black girl took her mask off and put it down, under her chin or whatever. It was like all smiles at them and whatever. And so they didn't tell them. I watched the whole thing. They didn't tell them a fucking thing. They didn't tell them nothing about a mask at all. One lady, the one lady that didn't have on a mask. And then there were a few others who came in with no mask as well and weren't told anything and weren't treated with like this distinct kind of specialized kind of abuse specifically for me, And I wonder to myself, I wonder if the handlers are probably lying to the Perp employees, probably lying to them and saying that I have coronavirus or some shit like that. That's why they've put like some of the bus drivers. We're not required to wear a mask on the bus, but a couple of bus drivers try to force it. But you saw the dirty homeless man on one of the previous videos. If everybody freely digs that's unsanitary. Everybody dig their hands, in the same box for a mask. That don't make no doggone sense at all. And you sit there and put on everybody's digging, and that man had dirty fucking hands. I was not gonna dig in that box, especially after him. But we do not have to wear a mask on the bus. But they just make a big scene and just freak the fuck out because I don't have a mask on, But then their friends who they worship, they smile at their friend and take off their mask and hug them, and the friend doesn't have on a mask. Their favorite passengers, you know what I'm talking about. So then the girl had smiled at the white lady, and then they had the other white couple. They came in with the mask, but then they took it off. Like they say, the so-called rule is you have to wait until, not after you see it, but after you get your food or whatever. And this is just stupid, Oh, just put the mask on just for 4 or 5 seconds, and you're forced to wear it for a few seconds and then take it off. Well, the virus must not be that real, So then after that, it's like I ate my food and I was like still mad, and it was getting to me that, the black girl was all smiles, with the white lady, with the family, when one of the ladies didn't have on a mask, and a few others came in there with no mask and were greeting with smiles and, friendly and everything. And these motherfuckers wonder why you don't tip them. Or they try to keep your change and help themselves to a tip, volunteer and help themselves to a tip that you didn't offer them, So I made sure I give no tip at that little restaurant, So I confronted the girl. I said, well, how come y'all gave me a big problem? And I kept asking the girl, I said, questioning her who the manager was. And I said, is that lady, was she the manager? And she said, no. I said, well, she damn sure act like she thinks she's the manager. If I said, are you the manager? She said, no. I'm just, I forgot what her answer was. Oh, I'm just, I don't remember what her response was, but she's not, neither one of them are the manager, But then one of the ladies that was cooking the food, she looked like she was ready to jump in and instigate, but she didn't say nothing. So, when the girl was like, fake nice, thank you, man, have a nice day. I said, well, hey, how come you didn't tell those people over there? I said, you didn't tell them about a mask, but y'all gave me a problem. And she's like, oh, they did have on a mask. I said, no, they didn't. I said, one of the ladies came in, and I said, she had on no mask. And she's like, well, and she was tapping her long fingernails on the counter. And when she was trying to lie and defend them and say, oh yeah, because the son, well, I think I did see but they didn't straight get an attitude with them and act all nasty and rude like they did to me. That's my point. When I first got up in there and stood there and waited, So they didn't get the same treatment that I was forced to get. So I dare all you bitches want to give all this lots of thumbs down for pointing out their hypocrisy, So then, also, excuse me, I did see the boy go out and go get something. But then he came back. But the lady had no mask on whatsoever. And she was allowed to be seated, Then, I confronted the girl about all that. And she's like, the boy went to go get the mask or whatever. And the lady, no, because y'all didn't really say anything, to them. Because I heard and saw everything, The boy went on his own free will to get the lady's mask, but I think they did this on purpose, to rile me up, and make me say something. And so then, I walk off. And that girl, and the lady walked off and she walked up to the lady and confronted her, and she's like, well, don't you have a mask? And the lady, didn't your son go and get your mask for you? And the lady said, yeah, and then she pulled it out. I'm like, they did this in advance, So that probably was, a scripted, some people would call that street theater or whatever, It was all scripted in advance. And it was all scripted in advance. And, that lady she had a mask hidden in her purse, but she didn't wear one, nor was she required to wear one, not one bit. So she wasn't required to wear a mask at all. And then when I said, whatever, y'all all lying. And so then she's like, ma'am, I'm not going to sit here, you that much younger than me and try to handle me, trying to tell me, ma'am, I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you. I said, yeah, because y'all are a whole bunch of gang stalkers. So then she's like, whatever. And so then I said, idiots. And so I said, y'all don't have to ever worry about me coming back here ever again. And she's like, well, I can get the police for you if you want me to. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police on you. I'm like, y'all fucking ridiculous, And so I just walked out upset and everything, I didn't really lose my cool or lose my temper or anything like that. But I was a little upset, And even if they gave me good customer service, their food is that fucking nasty that I never go there again. And I don't see how that place gets such strong business. And as I said, that place is always dirty. The tables and the seats and chairs, everything always dirty. The bathroom's always dirty. Everything just filthy and nasty. So that's all I had to say for this video right here. So I'm got a few more to upload, and they're not been like the ones I just uploaded. They're not uploaded in the order that I did them. I guess I just upload them in random order. So if you see one nighttime video, then a daytime video, and then another nighttime video, you'll see why. So thanks for listening, and bye.